Salam and good day everyone. Today we will be going through chapter 10, Altering Multimedia Elements. In this chapter, you will learn the introduction to authoring systems, types of authoring tools, choosing authoring tools, testing, and last one, preparing for delivery. So, multimedia authoring tools provide the framework for organizing and editing the elements of a multimedia project. Okay, so it provides an integrated environment for combining the content and functions of a project. So it will enable the developer to create, edit, and also import the data. Okay, so multimedia authoring tool specifically providing interaction within your application. For example, Adobe Flash. Okay, this software can provide interactivity within that project. Okay. So these are some ways or tips that you can be used to produce your multimedia project. Okay. So let's say you want to save time on how you can set up your page. So there are templates that you can use. Okay. For example, you have a pre-made templates. Okay. Let's say you want to create an invitation card for an event. Okay. You must know the format. Okay. You have the title, guest name, the content of your card. You must know the format when creating the card. Okay. So if you don't know that, you can always use the templates. You can download the templates from our websites. Okay. Then you can just fill in the blanks area with the content that you want. Okay. That's why templates are easier for us because it has been created for you to use. Okay. So for the wizards, okay, it provides you with the blank spaces. Okay. These are the example. All you need to do is write in whatever you want. Okay. Your recipient name, delivery address. And then you click OK. Okay. Then it will automatically set up those content onto the places that is intended to be. Okay. So for the pre-made styles, okay, dealing with the design of your project. For example, you want to create a presentation slideshow. Okay. Instead of you designing the styles, all you can do is just choose the particular styles that you want. Okay. So let's say you want a specific theme. So every pages of your slides will be set up according to that themes. Okay. And you can also improve the appearance of your documents. Okay. So instead of you writing your content of your project in a paragraph, okay, you can use a tables, you can use a bullet point, numbered list, and also the symbols. Okay, it can be used to simplify and organize the content, let's say, of your final project. Okay. And you can use the particular thing such as table of content, headers and footers, indexes, so that the readers can find the information that they want. Okay. So for example, you provide table of content for your project. So readers can find the information by access that particular section by using the table of contents. Okay. Or they can take a look at the header and footer. Okay. So let's say you have an introduction. So from there, they know which part of the section that they are looking at. Okay. So indexes, for example, you want to find particular word within that context. So you can take a look back of the book index. Okay. So there is a list of words with corresponding page references that point readers to the locations of various topics within a book. So another way that you can use is a global change feature. Okay, so global change feature can be used to make a quick change for replacement. Okay, for example, in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, there is the settings that you can use. Okay, so for example, you accidentally wrote the wrong title for your project, then you want to change the spelling of the title. Okay, you can just find the word and you can just replace the word with the correct spelling, and it will automatically search the word and replace the word. Okay, so here are the example you can try. Okay, so next we have a grammar and spelling checker that can be used to reduce grammatical errors. So in order for you to easily find your file, make sure that you name your file properly so that you can find it easily later. Okay? In multimedia authoring systems, multimedia elements and events are often regarded as objects. Okay, so let's say you have a page inside your project. Then you have buttons, images. So you have these different elements inside there. Okay, so each element that you place inside your page will be referred to as objects. Okay, let's say you have a button. Your button is an object. So this object will have a hierarchy. So this object will have a hierarchical order of a parent and a child relationships. Okay, so for example, the object is the parent. If you want the object to do something, then you must have a child. Okay, so child is the properties and modifiers assigned to the object. For example, if I want to click on that button, okay, so when the user clicks on that button, then what will happen? Okay, so you must assign properties and modifiers to that object so that it will know when the user click on that, what it needs to do then. Okay, so when a message received, the object will perform their task depending to the assigned properties and also the modifiers. Okay. Okay, there are three types of multimedia authoring tools, which are card and page-based tools. Second one, icon-based event-driven tools. And last one, time-based tools. Okay, so for the card and page-based authoring tools, okay, the elements inside a project will be arranged either like pages of a book and a cards in a stack. So these tools contain media objects such as buttons, text fields, and graphic objects. Okay, for example, you have a lots of pages for your project. Okay, so you want to view as like a book. Okay, meaning that you want to click next like a book, where you can just flip through the book pages. Okay, it provides a facility for linking objects to pages or cards. Okay, so you can use the toolbook and live code. Okay, or maybe you can use the flipbook. Okay, This one, the one that I gave to you during lab session, whereby you can view that tutorial using Audacity by flip the book pages, or you can jump to a different page by clicking the next button. Okay, so they are useful when elements of the project allow individual viewing. Okay, just like the book pages. Okay, so this one, a Visual Basic. So this one, you need a programming script to execute and perform the intended task. Okay, as you can see here, the coding. Okay, and you can run your code. Okay, then you can manage the file projects and also the solutions here. Okay, so second one, icon based event driven tools. Okay, it uses a visual programming approach to organizing and presenting multimedia elements. So it allows user to achieve a functionality without scripting, meaning that you don't have to write the code. Okay, you can just drag and drop the icon and object based on what you want. So an advantage of icon-based programs is that you can easily see how a title is structured. Okay, and that is the flow of a program, and especially the branching. Okay, so it can easily track the flow of your project is going. Okay, you can see the example of the authorware here. You have you can have buttons. Okay, you may also have the introduction here. Okay, okay, we continue with the time-based authoring tools. Okay, time-based tools are best suited for messages with a beginning and an end. Okay, meaning that the elements and events inside your project need to be organized along a timeline. Okay, so time-based authoring programs use a movie metaphor. Okay, like a movie on a videotape. You start the multimedia title and it plays until some action causes it to pause or stop. Okay, and the example, you can have the Adobe's director and Flash. Okay, so for the Adobe's director, okay, Adobe Director, previously known as Macromedia, okay, is a multimedia authoring program capable of creating shortwave content for the web or self-contained executables for hard drive, a DVD or CD-ROM. So, CAS is a multimedia database, okay, that contains all of your multimedia elements. Okay, so score is a sequencer. Okay, it made up of frames. Okay, that allow you to display, play, and animate the members inside cast. Okay, so it uses a lingo as an object-oriented scripting language. Okay, so as you can see here, the example of the Adobe Director. Okay, the media elements in a director project are called the cast members. Okay, they interact on a stage, and then the score keeps track of the media over time, and you as the multimedia designer become the director of a movie. Okay, so that one is the latest version. Okay, Adobe Flash. Okay, most browsers have the Flash player plugin installed. Okay, and in order for you to create your application using Flash, you need to have a scripting language using ActionScript. Okay. So this is Flash. Okay. You have different frames. If you want to go from one page to another, okay, you can jump from one frame to another. Okay, so here are the example of the Adobe Flash. So we continue with next slide. As we all know, we have three types of authoring tools, okay, that I explained before in the previous slide. So from these three tools, it is up to you which one that you want to use. Okay. So when you are choosing an authoring tools, you must consider the following features. Okay. So first one, editing and organizing features, programming features, interactivity features, performance tuning and playback features, and last one, delivery, cross-platform and internet playability features. Okay, so let's take a look at editing and organizing features. Okay, so authoring systems include editing tools to create, edit, and convert multimedia elements such as animation and video clips. Okay, so the organization, design, and production process for multimedia involves storyboarding and flowcharting. Okay, so visual flowcharting or overview facility illustrate project structure at a macro level. For example, by providing a visual flowcharting system to illustrate your project structure. Okay, so let's say your project is structure and the navigation is complicated. Okay, instead of you using a time-based authoring tool, you find that very confusing. You can use icon and object-based. Okay, for example, Adobe AutoWare. So instead of using other authoring tools, you can use Dreamweaver. Okay, because you can easily see what is provided inside there as well. Okay, it provides navigation diagrams to help describe and organize the navigational flow of your project. Okay, so here are the example of the Dreamweaver. Okay, next is programming features. Okay, visual programming with icons or object is the simplest and easiest authoring process. Okay, so the tools such as AutoWare and Icon Author are suitable for slideshows and also the presentation. And authoring tools offer very high level language. Okay. Next is the interactivity features. Okay. Basically, interactivity gives the end user control over the content and flow of information in a project through simple branching, okay, conditional branching, and the structured language. Okay. Okay, so performance tuning and playback features. Okay. Achieving a synchronization is difficult, okay, considering that performance of the different computers used for multimedia development and delivery varies. Okay, so therefore authoring tools should allow precise timing of events by using scripting language to specify timing and sequence of processor. Okay, either faster or slower. Okay. Okay, the last features here, okay, delivery features, okay. So, delivering your project may require you to build a runtime version of the project, okay. So, for the runtime version, okay, or standalone, it allows a project to playback without the complete authoring software and all its tools and editors. Okay, this allows your project to be widely distributed. Okay, so it is important to use tools that facilitate easy transfer across platforms. Okay, so nowadays the web has become a significant delivery medium for multimedia. Okay, so therefore your authoring tool should allow your project to be converted and delivered within the context of HTML or DHTML. Okay, basically you need to know the three types of authoring tools, okay, which are cut or page based, icon based, or event driven, and also the time based. Okay, and then when you are choosing an authoring tools, you must consider the following features. Okay, which is editing and organizing features. Okay, and then programming features, and many more features, okay, that I explained before. Okay, so that is the end of this chapter. Okay.